I am back with another video on Parents and Grandparents PR program in 2021. Today's video is a step-by-step guide to how to complete 3 forms IMM 5406, IMM 5562, IMM 5669. These forms need to be completed by the principal applicant digitally online. If you are interested, stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to Canadian Charisma. Hope you all doing great and staying safe. If you are new here, I provide information and free advice about Canadian immigration and help people to apply for Canada PR, which can save them a lot of money. Without a further delay, let's start today's video. To start filling out form, you need to log in into principal applicant's account. After login, just scroll down and here you can see the list of forms. We already completed IMM 0008 in my previous video. If you need help, just go watch my this video and you can get all the help to fill out IMM 0008 form. Now let's scroll down and let's see which form we need to fill out next. IMM 5406, additional family information form. This form need to be completed by the principal applicants for themselves and for all the dependents on behalf of them. To start this form, just click on start. In this form, the applicant and other family members need to provide information about their family members, like about parents, children, spouse and siblings. To start the form, just scroll down and click on add new family member. First question is indicate whether you are filling out this form for yourself or on behalf of your family member. So we are going to start with the principal applicant. Then here is a relationship, a principal applicant, full name of the principal applicant, date of birth principal applicant, country of birth, marital status. So when you are choosing marital status, it is asking if you are married, then married physically present or not physically present. So if you were physically present on your marriage, means principal applicant was physically present on his or her marriage, then you need to choose here married physically present. So mostly I think so this is, otherwise you can choose the day. If there is any other condition, you can choose accordingly. Then email for the principal applicant, address of the principal applicant, right now residential address of the principal applicant. Then the principal applicant spouse information here, same name, date of birth, country of birth, marital status and email. After that address. Then principal applicant's mother's information here, name, date of birth, country of birth. Here you can choose whatever condition, if married or legally separated, divorced, or unfortunately if this is not applicable, deceased. So you can choose accordingly here. You no need to provide email here. If you are not choosing deceased here, then you need to provide this address, otherwise not. Then father's information, same, you need to provide name, date of birth, country of birth and choose in this option accordingly. No need to provide email address. You need to provide the residential address if you are not choosing this above option there. After completing this form, just click on save and continue. Section B. In section B, you need to provide information about all your child. So principal applicant's child, wherever they live in any corner of this world, you need to provide the information about each child. So start with first, like you are gonna write the relationship. Relationship means daughter or son, full name of the child, date of birth, country of birth, marital status and email address, and then the residential address here. After that you can choose another, add another. If you have 2 child, add another. If 3 child, just complete this whole information here, and after that you can click on save and continue. Section C is about siblings. Here the principal applicant need to provide information about all the siblings, brothers and sisters. So again you can start with the relationship, brother or sister, full name of that person, date of birth, country of residence, country of birth, marital status, and again you can choose whatever option applies to you here. Email address you no need to provide, but if you want to, you can provide there. And if you do not have any sibling, you can write not applicable here. Just write not applicable here and this whole thing will be disabled. And address of that particular person, if you have more than one sibling, you can add another like this. Complete that section and then click on save and continue. So that's how you can complete the 5406 form. Now we are already done for the principal applicant, but we need to provide the information about the dependents who we already added in IMM 0008. If you added there one dependent or two, you need to add that many family members here. If you want to edit something in this form, just click on edit and you can change the information there. To add new family member, just click on add new family member. Here you need to choose on behalf of any of your family member and then start filling out the same section A, section B and section C. Here suppose you are filling out your wife or husband, principal applicant wife or husband spouse. So you can start with, like, suppose I will go with Cindy Brown here. So that's how I will start this form. So I will provide all the information about Cindy Brown here because Jack Brown was the principal applicant. Here I need to provide the address. In spouse section, I will write the name of Jack Brown and provide all the information about Jack Brown. Here I need to provide all the information about Cindy Brown's mother and Cindy Brown's father, and like this whole form is about Cindy Brown, the main applicant's wife. So that's how you need to add another members. If you have any child, dependent child, you are filling out that form about that child, you need to complete that form just on behalf of that person. So that's how you can complete 5406 form. You need to complete how many members are there, like one for principal applicant, one for spouse if there is any spouse, or one for any other dependent. So as many people you are in the application in IMM 0008, you need to fill out that many 5406 form, and you need to fill out section A, section B and section C, same way we did for the principal applicant. You can see in instruction guide they said that you need to write all the names in your native language too, but just ignore it because we can do that online and there is no option for that in online form. Once you completed, added all the family members here, after that just click on complete and return to application. Here you can see the application was successfully updated and your IMM 5406 form is ready to submit. If you want to edit something, you can click on edit. You can change any information there if you think you just did something wrong. Next form is IMM 5562 supplementary information form. This form need to be completed by the principal applicant for themselves and on behalf of other family members for the other family members too. To start this form, click on start. In this form you need to provide the information about your travels, all the travels you made in last 10 years outside of your home country, means the country of your citizenship, and your residential country, means if you are living right now in another country, not in your home country. So you need to list all the travels you made outside of your home country and residential country. These trips include tourism, business, training and any other region. If any section does not apply to you, just write not applicable. Ignore the part where they told you write your names in native language. At the end, just you can keep the copy of that form for your own record. Read this information carefully and click on continue. First is section A about principal applicant. So first, principal applicants need to provide information about themselves. Start with your full name. So here principal applicant full name, family name and given name. Again you can write whole name here if you do not have family name on your passport. Then go down. If you did not travel anywhere, just click on this did not travel and you no need to provide any further information about your travels. If you did, then you can say trip 1 and just provide the information from in this year from this month to this month where you lived, you went to UK and what was the length 7 months and what was the region tourism. After that, here should be a button like add another. You can click for the second trip and second trip option will come here. Then you need to provide information in 2019 March. In 2019 March, like March to March, you went to Australia for 10 days only and the purpose was the visit. If you have any other trip, just click on add another and you can add as many as you want. Once you completed all the trips about principal applicant, just click on save and continue. Section B is about the spouse, principal applicant spouse. You need to provide the information about spouse trips. If she or he did not travel, you can just click in did not travel, so you no need to provide any other information. Otherwise, provide the information about first trip. If there is more than one trip, just click on add another and then you can provide that information. So I will just click here did not travel, so I no need to complete that information and click on save and continue. Section C, you need to provide the information about any dependent children if they are traveling with you. You can provide information about their trips. If it is not applicable, just write here not applicable and click on complete and return to application. Here you can see the application was successfully updated and your IMM 5562 supplementary information your travel form is ready to submit. Next form is IMM 5669 Schedule A background declaration form. This form need to be completed by the principal applicant for themselves and on behalf of all the dependents who are 18 years of old. To start this form, just click on start. In this form, you need to provide information about your personal background and history. This includes your personal details about education, membership in associations, government positions, criminal history, military services and addresses. That's what you need to provide. Again, just ignore the native language part and you can keep the copy of this form for your record. To start adding family member, just click on add new family member. First question is indicate whether you are filling out this form for yourself, means for the principal applicant, or on behalf of any other family member. So first you need to start by yourself, means the principal applicant. Click here, section A, personal details, full name of the principal applicant, and here it is asking write your name in native language, which is not possible while you are filling out this form online. Just write your full name here, ignore the native language part, and then birth information, date of birth of the principal applicant. Here you need to provide the information about principal applicant's father, family name, given name, date of birth, date of death if deceased, city of birth, country of birth. Then the personal details about principal applicant's mother you need to provide all there, and after that click on save and continue. Section B, you need to answer some questions here. Most of them will be no, but in case just read them carefully and answer them. It's about principal applicant yet. So if the principal applicant been convicted of crime offense in Canada for which a pardon has not been granted, so say no. Been convicted or currently charged with or trial for, say no. Just read the question. Made previously claims for refugee protection, if yes say yes, otherwise say no. Made refugee status as an immigrant, read the question and say no. Like as I told you, most of them will be no. The principal applicant have been refused admission to or ordered to leave Canada or any other country, no. Been involved in act of genocide, in war crime or anything, say no. Planned or advocate use of armed struggle, violence, no. Associate with a group that used, advocate or advocates the use of armed struggle and violence, no. Member of an organization that is or was engaged in activity, this is the pattern of criminal activity, no. Been detained or put in jail, just no. Had any serious disease or a physical or mental disorder, no. So in case if you answer any of this question yes, then you need to write explanation here about that yes, and after that just click on save and continue. Section C is about education, about principal applicant education. If there is none, you can just write non-applicable here and non-applicable here. Otherwise you can provide the details, like each country could have different years in primary or elementary school, in secondary or high school. If I talk about India, then you can write here 8 years in primary school from grade 1 to 8, and then 4 years in high school grade 9 to 12, and then university if you did any bachelor degree, that many years, like for bachelor there's a 3 years, and then trade school if you did any other diploma after high school, you can write that here how many years you spend in that. Here you can provide all the details about your secondary and post secondary education. So suppose you start from secondary, then you're going to write from grade 9 to grade 12, name of institute from where you did that, from which country, type of certificate. For secondary school you can write the certificate, and the field of study is high school. After, if you did bachelor or any post secondary education, click on add another, then add the date from this date to this date, from this institute, this country. Here you did diploma or degree, if you did any degree you can write degree or diploma. Field of study, suppose you did bachelor of arts, bachelor of science, any agriculture diploma, any electrician diploma, you can provide that information here, and then you can add another if you have, otherwise click on save and continue. Section D is about personal history. Here you need to provide the personal history for last 10 years, what you were doing, where you were. If you were not working, you just need to provide that you are unemployed, studying, traveling, retired, whatever you're doing, but please make sure that do not leave any gap in between. Suppose you are writing here like 2020 March, then you need to provide another one to 2020 March or February, like this. So don't leave the gap. So let's start with first, like you need to provide the information from which date to which date, what activity you were doing, in which city and country, what was your status, and what is the name of the company. Suppose you are retired right now, you are not working, so you can write the date from the date you start your retirement. So from this date to this date, retired, living in this town, suppose Delhi, India, status in the country, citizenship, name of the company, not applicable. Then you can click on add another for previous one. Then previous one here, suppose you were working before that on a job for 5 years, so then put the date here from this date to this date, what was your job title. If you are agriculturist, you can write agriculturist. If you are business person, you can write business. Then name of the city and country, then status in the country, suppose it is citizenship, name of the company, if their age you can write, otherwise write not applicable. So that's how you need to complete all the months. Don't leave gap in between, just provide the information. If you are a homemaker, you can write homemaker in the activity, just write unemployed, you can write unemployed, does not matter, but don't leave the gap. Just provide them that from this date to this date you are doing something, or you are just unemployed or homemaker, city, town, status in the country. If there is no company name, employer name or school name, just write not applicable. That's how you can add all the details of past 10 years here about the principal applicant, and then click on save and continue. Section E is about membership and association with organization. Here you need to provide the information about if you support any organization or you are a member of any political, social or youth or student organization. Just read this information here, and if it is not applicable to you, just write not applicable and click on save and continue. If you are a member of more than one organization, add another, provide the information and click on save and continue. Section F is about government position. If you are working in any of these positions like civil servant, judge, police officer, employee in security organization, then you can provide the information about that particular positions here. If you have more than one, you can add another, otherwise just write none here and click on save and continue. Section G is about military and paramilitary services. If you are working in military or paramilitary services, you can provide the information about that here. Just provide all details and click add another if more than one, otherwise just write none here and click on save and continue. Section H is about addresses. You need to provide all the addresses where you lived in past 10 years. Do not leave any gap in between, just provide all the addresses here. So start with the recent one from this date to this date, this address, full address here with all the zip code provide, and then you can add another and add another. If you are living on the same address from last 10 years, that's fine too. You can write from your birth or which date you are living on that address. Just tell from this year to this year and what is your address, and you are living on the same address. If there is a more than 1, 2, 3 address, you can add as many as you want, add another one and complete that all addresses here for last 10 years and then click on save and continue. So now we are completed this whole information about the principal applicant. If you want to edit something, you can go click on edit and you can change the information. Same procedure like we did for the principal applicant, you need to go through all the same questions for another family member. Click on add new family member and you can add the spouse here, and then if you have any dependent child, just click on add new family member and you can add that child here. So as many family members you want to add, you can add here. Once you completed 5, 6, 6, 9 for all the dependents, Then just scroll down, and here you need to declare, you need to sign this form. For that you provided all the information truthful, complete and correct. For that, just write your full name here and click on complete and return to application. Here you can see the application was successfully updated and your 5669 form is ready to submit. If you want to edit, you can click on edit and edit any information in the form. That's how you can complete all the online forms which need to be completed by the main applicant for themselves and for all the dependents. I will be back with another video with all the information on how to upload forms completed by the sponsor, where to upload which document, how to complete the consent and declaration, and how to submit your application to IRCC. To get all that information, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notified for new videos. If you like my videos, please hit the like button. It gives me motivation to bring more information for you guys. If you have any question, please feel free to leave me a comment below, DM me on Instagram, or email me on onlycanadiancharisma@yahoo.com, not any other email. I will try my best to answer you as soon as possible. See you soon. Until then, stay positive, stay safe, stay connected. Thanks for watching this video.